Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on The Morning Show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons, and you are listening to The Morning Show. Well, we've just been swept away this week with our featured artist. We are awestruck and totally captivated with this group of young men who, in my humble opinion, have perfected a distinct and traditional style that we've loved for a long time, but I don't know that I've ever loved it any more than I love it today. We're talking about the Inspirations. Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hello there.
So we've got a couple of inspirations with us, and we're thrilled to have a couple of inspirations. But I want everybody to know who we've got. We've got Isaac Moore. He's the tenor singer, right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. And then we've got Luke. Luke Ball. You do about everything. I guess technically your title is you play the piano and you're the baritone, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Now, who else are we missing that's not here with us?
Wyatt Austin is the bass singer, and Roland Kesterson sings lead, and they're out there getting dressed. We're fixing to sing here in just a minute with the Primitives.
So y'all are busy. Y'all are busy. Well, let's say this about Wyatt. Wyatt did receive a special award at the convention this year, and I wanted to acknowledge him for that. We actually played his little acceptance speech on The Morning Show. So he received favorite young artist. He received favorite young artist.
Yes, ma'am.
It was pretty special when he.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
received
Well,
that.
he's our favorite young artist anyway. So we're just proud that everybody else recognized him, you know?
I think they definitely recognize it. I think they recognize something special about all you guys. That was pretty obvious at the convention for me.
Well, we're honored that they thought enough of us to vote. That's not why we sing, but it makes us feel like we've done something right when people appreciate it like that.
Yeah.
It's just an honor. We got I believe it was the favorite album and the favorite young artist. So we're just proud of those guys and thankful for that.
We're going to talk about that album in just a moment and spend a little bit of time with it. Before we play a song, is it okay for me to ask specifically how old you guys are? Luke, you've been there how many years now?
13 years.
Okay, you've been there 13 years.
And I'm 31. I'm 31.
But these other guys have not been there as long as you have, right?
No, Roland's been there a good while. He's been there 7 years, and he's 37.
Okay,
and then
so he's
Wyatt,
the oldest.
How long has Wyatt been?
Yeah. Wyatt's been here. Wyatt's
4 years.
Yeah, he's been here for about 4 years. He's 23, and I've been here for just a little over 2 years, and I'm 21.
21 months old.
So you and Wyatt, you're kind of the babe, the young ones of the group, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you had that youth on stage that people are just, well, it's just a phenomenon. Actually, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Whatever you guys are, that's what it is to me. It's just a phenomenon. Let's
just
play.
Having fun.
Just doing what you do. But it's just taken everybody by storm. So anyway, we're excited to have you guys as our featured artist all week. We've been celebrating the Inspirations. Here they are. Let's play the new one. Is We Shall Rise? That's still the latest single. I mean, that's still the new single, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's play it right now. Here's our featured artist, We Shall Rise.
From the dawning of creation, all the saints of every nation who have lived on this earth and are gone shall awaken from their slumber, rise to join that countless number on that great resurrection morn. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, glory light will our brows adore. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise on that great resurrection morn. Those who've left us vacant places will be there with smiling faces, and our hearts there again will be torn. on that great resurrection morn. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, glory light will our brows adore. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise on that great resurrection morn. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, glory light will our brows adore. We shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise on that great resurrection resurrection morn, resurrection morn.
We play that all the
All right.
time. That's been one of our favorites lately. I absolutely love that. The We Shall
We
Rise.
love singing that. We sing that every night.
Oh, you ought to.
We shall.
It's a whole lot of fun. Luke, can we just talk about you for a minute? I have had a good time doing a little research, just trying to, figure you guys out. I guess I lost track of the inspirations for a while there, and I didn't really keep up as closely as I should have. And now these guys have taken the industry by storm, and I'm trying to catch up on what I've missed the last few years. But I've been watching a lot of your videos, and I'm pretty fascinated with you. And I watched one little video, and I don't know how many instruments it had you going through, but I don't know that I've ever seen anybody not only play as many as you can play, but you're like a virtuoso on every single one of them. It doesn't matter which one it is. And look, I have a master's in music. I have a master's degree, and there was some of those things you were playing. I don't even know what they were. I've never even seen them. I'm like, I don't know what he's playing, but he's playing the dog out of it. I was just blown away with that.
Well, my first instrument, I took violin lessons when I was really young, when I was 5 years old. I did that for several years, and I know how to read music and how to do that sort of thing. But everything I play is by ear. And after that, I learned the rest of the instruments kind of on my own. My dad showed me a few guitar chords and a few piano chords, and my uncle gave me an old banjo and dobro, and I just kind of went from there. And I figured if it sounded good, then it was right.
Yeah.
So a lot of it I probably don't play technically correct, but I do it to where I think it sounds good. But the Lord gives people the mind to understand that and be able to do that. And I had to work on it, had to practice and learn, but he blessed me with the talent to be able to understand that and to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I try to use it for him in this group. And he's brought me to this group, which is a big platform that I can do that in front of a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, and we all benefit from that because it's extremely entertaining to watch. And talking about what you do by ear, whatever you do, we like it. So we just hope you don't change anything because we like what you do and the way that you do it.
I'll keep trying to get better, but I won't change. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I want to ask you this before we play another song. I would love to know how you four guys got together. I mean, how did we get here to 2022 where you four guys are standing on the NQC stage accepting an award? A few years ago, the Inspirations were a totally different group of men. It was totally. I just can't believe that four men woke up one day out of the blue and decided they wanted to be the new Inspirations. That's got to be something that has been a lifetime coming, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, we've all grown up listening to this. We've grown up listening to this group and love the group, and all of us are doing something different than what we were brought into the group to do originally. Really? Martin hired me in 2009 to play rhythm guitar with him and to be able to play piano if he ever needed me. And so I just figured that's all I would ever do. And I added some other instruments through the years and got to travel with all of the old group at one point or another. And then Martin kind of had Roland picked out to either sing baritone or lead whenever the chance came. And he finally got that chance 7 years ago and was brought on to sing baritone. And me and Roland both stayed with the group during the transition after Martin retired and Archie became the owner of the group and brought back a lot of the old singers. we stayed on, and Roland became the bass player. I became the piano player. And then Archie hired Wyatt right after he left the Chuckwagon Gang to be our bass player when Roland had to start singing lead. So the three of us were already in place. And then when the pandemic started, we didn't have any dates. There was just a few that summer after the pandemic started, didn't cancel. And Archie said, if you boys want to go out and fill the dates, us three other guys, it was Archie and Eddie Dietz and Marlon Schubert at the time. He said, it's not safe for us to travel, but if you three want to go out there and do the dates, we'll hire a tenor singer. So Archie hired Isaac here to sing tenor. And the plan was he was going to sing until Archie was able to come back and then either drop down and sing a different part or play an instrument. So none of us ever thought that we would be the group. We were just in the right place at the right time. Yeah. And we kind of formed this group out of necessity to fill those dates. And it's almost been 3 years of us doing that now.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
But it was a dream. All of us, we never thought about being the group like it is today, but we all wanted to be a part of it. We all love this group, and we're fans of it, even if we weren't here singing.
Yeah. And that's so obvious. It's so obvious to watch you guys, on stage and to watch you perform. It's like watching people just live out a dream. You can just see it on your faces. It's pretty special.
How about it now? What a glad thought, some wonderful morning, just to hear Gabriel's trumpet sound. When I wake up to sleep no more, rising to meet our blessed Redeemer, with a glad shout I'll leave the ground. When I wake up to sleep no more, when I wake up some glad morning to sleep no more, jewels adorning, happy I'll be over in glory, on heaven's bright, telling a story with the redeemed of all the ages, praising the one whom I adore. When I wake up to sleep no more, yes, I'll wake up to sleep no more, jewels adorning, happy I'll be over in glory, on heaven's bright, telling a story. Redeemed of all the ages, praising the one whom I adore. Oh, when I wake up to sleep no, when I wake up to sleep no more, jewels adorning, happy I'll be over in glory, heaven's bright, telling the story with the redeemed of all the ages, praising the one whom I adore. When I wake up to sleep no more, yes, I'll wake up to sleep no more, jewels adorning, happy I'll be over in glory, on heaven's bright, telling the story. Redeemed of all the ages, praising the one whom I adore. When I wake up to sleep no,
Isaac went to hear the group when he was 6 years old, and tell her a little bit about that, Isaac.
Yeah, so my parents took me to hear the group in Chattanooga, Tennessee when I was 6. And I just fell in love with the group that night. There were various other groups there, but the Inspiration sound just caught my attention in a way that no other group ever had. And so I Luke's playing some background music as I'm telling my story.
He's setting the stage.
I couldn't hold it together. I'm sorry. But they took me to hear them. And while the Inspirations were up there something about their sound just caught my ear in a different way than any other group had before. So I looked up at the stage and I pointed them and I said, I told my dad, I said, I want to sing with them when I grow up, Daddy. And I can just see that, in my mind and just picture it all over again. And after the concert, my mom and dad took me by the Inspirations product table and they bought me an Inspirations ball cap. And, my mom told me that night, she said, son, if you want to do that and you pray for the desires of your heart, the Lord will answer your prayers and you might get to sing with them one day.
Yeah.
So for the next, I guess, 13 years, from the time I was 6 years old till the time I was about 19, I prayed a lot of nights in those years that the Lord would let me sing with them one day. And I got a call from Archie one day, and the Lord had answered the prayer, and here I am.
Wow. Isn't that neat how God will just give you the
Still
desires of
I
your
still
heart?
have that ball cap, by the way.
Yeah. Well, gosh.
Yeah.
You better hang on
Yeah,
to
I still
that.
have that ball cap.
Yeah. Hang on to that. Well, look, let's play one off of that album, Pioneer Legacy. I love this one. I have God to thank for everything. It kind of reminds me of an inspiration song from years ago that's called We Need to Thank God. But it's not that song. So, okay, this one's new.
We can't ever thank God enough. And this is a whole nother song about it.
We got to keep thanking him. Well, this one may have been my favorite on the album. I love it. So let's play it right here. Here's our featured artist of the week. Here's the Inspirations.
When I look at my life and what I've been given, my family and friends, all the blessings from heaven, the Father above has lovingly showered on me. I feel overwhelmed and so undeserving to think of His goodness and wonderful mercy. My heart fills with praise and I can't help but joyfully sing. I have God to thank for everything, the battles I've fought and the victories I've seen. He has supplied what I've needed along the way. But most of all, He saved my soul. He promised me heaven. I'm ready to go. I have God to thank, and forever I'll praise His name. It's not that this road has always been easy, but He's been faithful and He'll never leave me. I find sweet peace and assurance within His word. My cup's overflowing, I'm living in favor, abundant provision from the hand of the Savior. I'll lift my voice and forever I'll praise His name. I have God to thank for everything, the battles I've fought and the victories I've seen. He has supplied what I've needed along the way. But most of all, He saved my soul. He promised me heaven. I'm ready to go. I have God to thank, and forever I'll praise His name. Oh, but most of all, He saved my soul. He promised me heaven. I'm ready to go. I have God to thank, and forever I'll praise His name. I'll praise His name.
Look, I know you guys have a lot going on right now, and I don't want to hold you up too long. I just wanted to say something about the album of the year, because we didn't give that a lot of attention. You guys did win album of the year for 2022. The project's just a lot of fun. I mean, it's just fun to listen to. It's entertaining. It's called What a Wonderful Time Live. Guys, I stood there in the Quartet convention this year. I hadn't been in 22 years. And I went this year, and I stood there. I don't know what I was expecting, but you guys came out on that stage, and it was the most electrifying moment of the entire week. Of course, people say the highlight of the week was the Inspirations reunion. Of course, that was very special. But as far as crowd responding to a group on that stage, that was by far the biggest response, the most electrifying response. That was definitely the Inspirations. It's just a phenomenon, is what you guys are. And it's always a hard thing to come back and replicate something. You know, you've got that group, that legendary group, the Inspirations. You've got those men who everybody knows, and it's a sound. It's an unmistakable sound that they had. You guys not only can replicate it, in my opinion, you guys have perfected it. And in no disrespect to the original Inspirations, they were legends, but the Inspirations have never sounded any better or even as well as they sound today. So I'm gonna let you say something. I'm sorry I got to talking too much, but I want you to say something about this album. What a Wonderful Time Live. I want to give you just a minute or two. Tell us about this project, what it means to you, what it was like to make it, and to win that award.
Yeah. The National Quartet Convention for 2020, I guess they said it was not really the full-blown convention. They called it what'd they call it?
The NQC Fall Festival.
They called it a fall festival and made it a smaller scale event because they had limits on the capacity they could have there. But we were still booked on it. So we showed up, and it was kind of one of the first big events the four of us got to sing at. We did some for Dwayne Guerin out in Missouri before that, but this was the first one, you know, around all the industry people, I guess you could say, first big event. But we didn't know what we were going to do. We just, they let me pick out the songs, and I tried to think of some of the ones that would best represent what we had been singing, some of the stuff we really liked.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it the night before, and we all kind of talked about what songs we wanted to do, and we just got up there and sang. Yeah. I don't think we said anything. I think Roland might have told what our names was, but other than that, we just sang straight through for about 25 minutes or so. And, you know, if I had it to do over again, we might have picked out different songs if we knew it was going to be recorded, but it turned out to be what the Lord wanted. And the record company, they said, we can make an album out of this. So they just took what we had performed that night, and we sure didn't practice for it. It was just songs we'd been singing. Never thought that it would be an album or that people would vote it as a favorite album, but we're sure thankful everybody enjoyed it. And we're just proud that we could leave people with something like that. Hope it's a blessing to them. And we don't worry about the crowd response. It's nice when they like that, but if the Lord's touching people, that's what really excites us.
Yeah.
We saw a lot at the Quartet Convention this year too.
Oh, it was something else. And I can't remember the last song that you guys sang. If I thought about it long enough, I would remember. But you just had to sing it over and over. They just like they couldn't get enough of it. They just wanted it again. Well, I did something that I've never done.
It was that new song, I Have God to Thank for Everything.
Oh, the one that I got confused.
Yeah,
on.
It was that new song, I Have God to Thank for Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was magical is what it was. Well, I deal with Harper and Associates and Becky Simmons and all those booking agencies all the time. And I did something I've never done before. I specifically called up Jeff Harper, and I said that in the year 2023, we want the Inspirations in mid-Mississippi at Salem Baptist Church. We usually take whoever's coming, whatever, but no, we want this to happen in 2023. So I'm working on that. We hope to have you guys our way this next year. It's our goal.
Well, we look forward to it.
We're excited. We love Mississippi.
Yeah. Well, we need to get you in our area because it's been a while. So I'm working on it. Look, you have a friend here on the morning show.
Right.
Don't forget it.
All right. Thank you so much for interviewing us.
Yeah. I appreciate your time. We'll do it again down the road.
Yeah. Anytime.
Go have fun. I know y'all got places to go. People
All
to
right.
meet. Go do your thing. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okie doke. Bye-bye.
What a wonderful time we'll have up in glory. What a happy great trumpet sounds. What a wonderful time we'll have up in glory, with the blessed Redeemer forever will be, and the crown he will give on the great judgment morning. What a happy reunion in heavens will be. No crepes on the door in that beautiful city. No sorrow or pain will we ever know there. And a body will hum in the Savior's own likeness. And a mansion he said he would go to prepare. What a wonderful time we'll have up in glory, with the blessed Redeemer forever will be, and the crown he will give on the great judgment morning. What a happy reunion in heavens will be. What a happy reunion in heaven.